Shout out to Justin Carter over at the Shade Room. But as you guys see, LA Police is under fire for doing this. So we about to see exactly what they done to be under fire and in trouble. But if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I appreciate you guys for doing a good deed because it's free. Like and comment down below what made you watch CSL TV. I use the feedback to bring you guys content in different ways, different stories, different this, different that. As you guys can see, I've been talking and working on not cursing as much. So with that being said, I hope you're having a beautiful, blessed day. I don't want to waste too much of your time. Let's get it.
A black man shot so many times he was unrecognizable.
His face was blown off, mouth, teeth, tongue.
It was all over a minor traffic stop. Deputies in Los Angeles thought that he was armed, but he wasn't. They shot him 17 times. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. Frederick Holder was a handyman in the Los Angeles area, a man that supported his family, including a newborn baby. But all of that changed the morning of June 23rd, 2021, when police say that the tailgate of a box truck that he was driving in was open. They also noticed that he was driving erratically, allegedly. His family says that that never should have prompted police to shoot him over and over again. This was around 9:50 a.m. The first dispatch came in from an LAPD helicopter operator.
Monitoring a box truck initially came out of Reckless in Southwest Division, and it's currently got the tailgate down on the vehicle. It does have its tailgate down, possibly creating a hazard for vehicles driving behind it.
We can only show you the dash camera video because none of the responding officers had their body cameras on, as is required by department policy. Deputies say that they made an initial stop, surrounded the truck, but Frederick Holder refused to get out and drove away. A short time later, Holder was forced into a complete stop at a red light. You can see one officer approach with a rifle.
One officer approached him from the passenger side and two more approached him from the driver's side.
It's hard to make out, but his sister, Haley Holder, says from that point, it didn't take long for officers to fire their weapons.
I just imagine what his last moment was. He was there alone, dying, and nobody was trying to save him.
The deputies have been identified as Christopher Conger, Javier Fierros, and Jackie Rojas, all of which are still active members of the LA County Sheriff's Department.
Paperwork, it says that he allegedly pointed something at them, which ended up being a lighter.
This is the butane lighter that investigators reference, that they say had a handle and a barrel that was configured in an L shape, like a gun. And that's why they fired the shots. They fired 33 shots total. 17 struck him.
His face was blown off, mouth, teeth, tongue.
The family authorized the Shade Room to share these autopsy photos. We're blurring them heavily, but they show chunks of Holder's face and body missing.
Was he calling for us? Was he calling for my mom? How scared was he? He was there all alone, bleeding out to death.
Why do you think your brother fled?
He was scared. In the video, you can't really see what the officers were doing, So in my eyes, he could have very well been scared. They could have guns drawn at the first initial stop and it scared him.
Frederick Holder! Frederick Holder!
It's why the Holder family and supporters have been holding rallies and marching for months, urging the district attorney, George Gascon, to file criminal charges against the deputies involved. The family says a number of policies were broken, including the deputies' failure to wear body-worn cameras. We dug deeper, and it's all spelled out here. It says that, quote, department personnel shall activate body-worn cameras prior to initiating any enforcement or investigative contact involving a member of the public, which includes vehicular stops. Firearms also should not be discharged at a stationary or moving vehicle, the occupants of a vehicle, or the tires of a vehicle unless a person in the vehicle is imminently threatening a department member or another person present with deadly force by means other than the moving vehicle.
They basically told us that the officers were not going to be charged. They said the shooting was justifiable based off the evidence and videos. They're saying my brother's shooting was justifiable based off the officer's words. And I don't think that that's fair because they could say anything and get away with it.
The family says they need your help and they need you now. They say that you can do so by following them on their official page on Instagram. It's at Justice for Fred H. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin.
My, they did overkill on that boy for the simple fact they ain't even have to shoot him like that. But knowing how things is and how this world is and all this and that, they basically used too much force for the simple fact they didn't blew this dude body parts a piece. Now, why wasn't they body cam on so they can see exactly what was going on, the way he was acting and all that stuff? You know what I'm saying? And it's sad to see that in America we have to deal with stuff like this. The police officers are the ones we supposed to call for when we need help, not running from because we fear we about to die. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the footage to actually see it myself, and we all don't see no footage. And I mean, these guys are currently still on the job. So if you're in the LA area, just know they got some bloodthirsty polices out there, because I mean, that got to be traumatizing. I know I would be traumatized if I did that or seen that.